presentation. Sarah Patterson knows she has her work cut out for her as her team moves to the all-difficult beam event. LSU moves to the vault, Kentucky on bars, and Arkansas will be on the floor. Well, here's Ashley Miles, no better athlete to start with on beam than the three-time All-American.
This is amazing. Ashley competed beam and the all-around for the first time just a week ago, opening with a very risky and difficult mount, round-off layout. You know, that tells you the kind of confidence this coaching staff has in Ashley's ability, competitive and mental stability.
And her confidence in herself. I remember the Alabama-Georgia meet when she had so much poise and confidence that it would come down to the last event and she would give her best effort. There was no doubt in Ashley Miles.
Gainer back handspring layout showing no doubt throughout this routine, nailing every single landing. Last year, she said it was a goal of hers to be a contender in the all-around. She already has big scores on both vault and bars. A hit here will almost guarantee that she can be one of those top all-arounders in this competition. Switch leap, tuck kick open. The judges want to see the athletes showing both skills high and low on the balance beam. Ashley's capable of doing the big round-off double back dismount. She warmed up a double full, and yes, she does the double full, a little more conservative, but a smart decision in this case. The competition's on the line. An all-around title is on the line.
The home crowd loves it. We love you, Ashley Miles.
She has been such a positive influence on this sport, breaking out of those molds that gymnasts need to be. 5 foot tall, small, petite athlete. She's tall, she's big, and so is her gymnastics. And of course the scores as well.
9.875 for Ashley Miles. Meanwhile, Katie Hardiman, who had a solid effort on beam earlier in the championships.
Remember, Katie had that car accident after knee surgery. There was major swelling and damage to an already compromised knee. She fiercely rehabbed and earned her way back into this Arkansas floor lineup about midway in the season. She is a huge contributor for them. Opening with a double tuck. There's the signature smile. And again, I talked about the beautiful arm positions all the way down to the fingertips. She shows that off throughout her choreography on floor. Arkansas has had one fall so far on floor, their first competitor up. So again, that can be the drop score, but they need hits from now on. 2 front layouts, nice power and rhythm into that front tumbling pass.
Interesting to note, Lori, how much dedication it takes to perform at this level, to perform at a competition of this magnitude, and to overcome a car accident and remain with a great GPA in school, a 3.88 in kinesiology.
She really is a truly amazing student athlete at that. And part of her amazing ability comes from the fact that she absolutely loves the sport. She was not ready to give it up, certainly not in her senior year.
When the doctors had said that was a possibility.
A big kiss at the end of the routine. A nice, strong routine for Arkansas.
There you see, 9.825 for Katie Hardiman. A feel-good story to see Katie come back. Meanwhile, Alabama's Terin Humphrey prepares for her signature routine on the beam, and LSU's April Burkholder on vault when we come back. Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Corey Kessler, Lori Strong-Ballard, and Natalie Taylor, the SEC Gymnastics Championships. And we are bracing ourselves for April Burkholder on the vault. LSU needing a good score to jump back in to contention, and you see she can do it with a 9.950.
After 2 events, LSU was just behind Florida by 0.25. That is minute in a competition like this. Oh, takes a deduction on the landing. She tried to cover it up, but that will be a deduction. LSU's had some strong vaults up until now. That was a good vault, but not April's best. She's so quick twitch. Quite often you see her over-rotate this vault. She tries to stall the rotation at the end by leaving the chest down a little bit too much. She has to bounce out of the landing, at least 1/10 deduction.
So there it is, a 9.775 for April Burkholder.
She looks to be limping a little bit too. That was a tough landing.
And the signature event for the Olympian Terin Humphrey on the balance beam for the Crimson
You
Tide.
can feel the energy in this crowd. They're yelling, "Roll Tide, roll." And here's that signature element, a triple turn. It's called the Humphrey, invented by her, the only one who competes that. Key tumbling series right here. This is what she fell on when Alabama lost to Georgia earlier this season. Full twisting back handspring layout. She pulls it out. That is the most difficult tumble series in this competition. Front tuck a little bit low there. Switch leap, wolf jump. Terin has competed on podium many times, so she's comfortable here. Quarter twisting, back handspring. Trying to secure that handstand position. Terin's been to the pinnacle of the sport, competing for gold at the Olympics, so she knows what it feels like to compete balance beam under this kind of stress. Dismount, round off, 1.5 twists, tiny hop to the side. A very difficult routine in terms of the skills on the beam, a solid routine. There's that signature element, count the turns. It's a triple in a very awkward and difficult body position.
Everybody in position behind for a snapshot of her 9.825 for Terin Humphrey. Alabama with a solid beam score, but still some work to do. One of their best events yet to come on the floor. The home crowd, a lot to look forward to. They're not too far behind Georgia. Let's send it down to Natalie Taylor, who's standing by with Sarah Patterson.
Coach Patterson, happy faces for the Crimson Tide headed into this bye. 6 for 6 on beam, 6 for 6 on bars. Talked about the performance.
Well, I think we've done the best that we could possibly do. I thought our uneven bar performance was the best we've had this year. We have an extremely young team. 8 of our 16 athletes are freshmen. So I think for them to come in this environment under this kind of pressure and perform as well as they have, I'm very pleased.
And Coach, last event of the night is floor. You have a 1-2-3 punch at the end with powerhouse Ashley Miles finishing the floor. Last time this scenario happened, you were able to take an SEC title. Is it going to happen again?
Well, I'd like to just see us go out there. Floor is one of our better events, and if we can go out there and finish with 6 routines in a row, you know, I'll put anything in Ashley's hands, and I'd just like to see us finish the meet the way we started it.
Coach, good luck to you and your team.
Thank you. It's been a great competition.
Thanks, Natalie. Up next, the Georgia Gym Dogs on the vault.